Hey guys, what's up? It's speedcubers, and in this video I'll be comparing the WRM 2020 to the GAN 11M Pro, and we will be taking a look at on which is the right cube for you. For the basic specs, the WRM 2020 measures about 55mm, which makes it my OH main, weighs about 76 grams, comes in black or stickerless, and you could buy this cube at thecubecode.com for $35. The 11M Pro is 56mm, weighs about 63 grams, comes in two versions, frosted black and white. Unfortunately, the UV coating and the soft coating got discontinued due to some issues. This cube cost about a hefty price of $65 at thecubecode.com. As you guys can see, there is a huge price difference between the WRM 2020 and the 11M Pro. Now, these cubes come in very premium boxes with a lot of accessories inside, so the unboxing experience is really top notch. For the WRM, you get a plastic box, a screwdriver, an extra core, extra springs, a MoYu adjustment system for even tensions, and a tensioning tool to adjust the clicks. The 11M Pro, on the other hand, includes a GAN box V4, a card, a small screwdriver, some magnetic rods with a tensioning tool, and a GAN bag. Talking about design, the WRM 2020 has a matte finish, while my UV coated GAN has a glossy texture with less scratches. The WRM 2020 does have a metal core, and the GAN having full plastic, making it really light. The 11M Pro does have primary internals with a honeycomb design, while the WRM having a more simple and basic design. The shades on both of these cubes are fairly similar, although the shades on the 11 are much brighter than the WRM 2020, and that GAN logo looks pleasing to look at. Now for the corner cutting and performance. Corner cutting on these cubes are amazing. It cuts more than 45 degrees, maybe I'd say 50. For reverse, it's almost line to line, and this is pretty much expected from a modern day speed cube, but I'll have to give this to the WRM as it corner cuts more effortlessly. The turning on the WRM is papery smooth and fast, making the cube unstable. That's why I highly recommend getting some heavy lube like weight 5. Knowing that the cube is extremely fast, the magnetic strength does a great job at keeping the cube stable, although some people may find the magnetic strength fairly weak. The cube is quite loud, which can be a downside, but that's something that doesn't really bother me. And another major flaw which I see a lot of people complain about is that the cube eats lube a lot, and I kind of agree on that based on personal experience on the cube. For the 11M Pro, the turning feels unique, and if I were to compare this with something, it would be the Volk Elite and the GAN X combined. And it does feel slightly blocky, but I think that kind of contributes to the cube being stable. The 11M Pro is fast, but it has this weird scratchy smooth feel to it. I think there's more friction and there's like a lot of things going inside the cube. Unlike the WRM 2020, it glides very well. You do need more accuracy and more effort when turning the cube than the WRM. I'm not sure if that's because of my setup, but this cube does feature GAN's dual adjustment system, core magnets, and adjustable magnets. Overall, there are over 100 customizable options. That's why you get to adjust the cube depending on how you want it to be. Alright guys, so to wrap things up, I personally think that the WRM 2020 is better than the GAN 11M Pro. It's just a cube that doesn't fit my turning style, and I'd say the WRM 2020 is for the people who have a fast and rough turning style, while the 11M Pro is for the more accurate turners. And another reason why I recommend the WRM over the 11M Pro is because the 11M Pro is way too expensive. However, my preferences might not be the same as yours, because at the end of the day, these two different cubes are for two different cubers. So if you want a cube that's good performing but has less customizable options for a low price and getting good times with, then the WRM is the right cube for you. But if you have the budget to spend almost $70 for a cube that's almost perfect, then you should definitely go with the GAN 11M Pro. Both of these cubes are amazing, and I can guarantee you that you won't regret anything when buying any of these two. Speaking of buying this cube, if you guys want to buy any of these cubes, they will be linked down in the description as always, and make sure to use code FV for 5% off your order. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace out.